Hey, my Gemini collective. What going on, y'all? It is your girl, Ascension 225, a tarot and oracle, and I'm here to do a love reading for you. We're just going to tap in real quick to see what's happening in your love life. The first part is going to be our Geminis that are talking to somebody in a connection, boot up, and then the other part of the video will be a few cards for our singles and which way Spirit thinks that they should go in. All right, so Gemini, thank you for being here. I love you guys so much. I am a Gemini, as you know. First out the gate, May 22nd. Yeah, baby. So Gemini, gang. Let's get it cracking. So I want you to know this is a general reading for all the Geminis of the galaxy. Okay, just point blank, all the Geminis of the galaxy, whether you're sun, moon, rising, Venus, or have it anywhere aspect in your chart, there can be some nuggets that can be gotten here in this reading today. If it resonates, take it with you, put it in your pocket so you can meditate on the messages or message later. And if it doesn't resonate with you, please don't force it to fit. It is a general reading. If you need a personal reading, look in the description box down below. It's got all of my information there, how you can book me. You can book me on Thumbtack. You can email me directly. At least give me 24 to 48 hours to, for emergency, as soon as possible. But just regular schmegular readings, 24 to 48 hours. I do work a full-time job. Okay, so hit me up at ascension225tarot@gmail.com. All right, guys, we're about to find out what Gemini who are either dating, you're talking to somebody, you're actually in a relationship, what the energy is looking like for you guys. And like I said, we'll do the singles. Everything will be time-stamped. Gemini, I hope you're doing well. Do your girl a solid and hit that like, share, and subscribe. Even hype this video. Help your girl out. Help the channel out. Alright, if you've been here more than once, become a subscriber. Be a friend. Subscribe. Give me that reciprocal energy that helps me continue to do these readings, because sometimes you get a little burnt out, you know what I mean? And when you're not getting that feedback, I know I don't have the messages on. I don't have the messages on for a reason, because people will be acting crazy. Alright, but anyway, Gemini, do your girl solid and hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Thank you so much. Then I need for you to find a nice cozy seat or lay down, whatever you need to do. Relax, relate, so that you can receive a message or two from your girl. Alright, so here we go. I don't think I forgot anything. We are on the tail end of Aries season. I think we've got until April 20th. So at the end of the week, it'll be the end of Aries season. So if you got Aries anywhere in your chart, or you're with an Aries, happy birthday. But the Mars energy, the Aries energy, will continue to be very, very persistent, along with the Uranus energy and the Mercury energy. If you want to learn more about the planets and how it affects us on a daily basis, in the description box I've got my favorite astrologers as well as my favorite numerologists. If you don't know what your birth natal chart looks like, I've got a free link there as well. So let's get into it, okay? Alright, so we're going to start with the oracle cards first, and then we'll get into the tarot, alright? So start with the confessions of a soulmate. This is for Geminis who are talking to somebody in a relationship. You're really digging on somebody, alright? I've got divine timing. So allow things to happen naturally, Gems. Don't be rushing stuff, forcing things to fit. How many of us have been in relationships like that, where the person, we like them all right, and we might even love them maybe a little, I don't know, but we try to force things to fit when we knew in our hearts that was not the right choice for us, right? We just wanted to be booed up. We just wanted to say we had a boyfriend or a girlfriend or whatever, all right, or whatever the intention was, all right? But let it flow. Things happen in divine timing. Unspoken. There may be some things that are unspoken here. Okay, maybe you're just getting to know each other. Maybe you just don't know about that much about each other right now. So maybe there's a lot of unspoken things. If you are knee deep in a relationship, there could be some things that may be hidden from you. Okay? And this could also be, some of you might be in a separation. Some of y'all might be separated by space and time, or maybe you don't live in the same place, or maybe you're just separated, period, and you're not speaking. Yeah, because the next one is silence. What's going on? This could be that the right things have not been said yet, Gemini. In divine timing, you know, whatever needs to be spoken, right now there's just silence. Things are not being said. Okay? Could be people are guarding their hearts, whatever the case. But in divine timing, things are going to shift, okay? All right. Clarifying love situations. There could be some turbulence here. Remember I mentioned that some people may actually be separated? There could be some turbulence here. Heal unresolved conflicts with kindness, not anger. Okay? Secret desires. Nah. What? No, listen. Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda. Secret desires. Unspoken needs can plunge you into deep confusion. You see that? Unspoken needs. And what card did we get here? Unspoken. I can't make it up if I tried. Unspoken. So there's something that's secret. There's something unspoken. Okay. And this is kind of going over into my singles territory, because there could be this silence and these unspoken desires or unspoken words, because the person or you, Gemini, have not made that approach yet. You have not gone up to the person and said, hey, I really like you, or vice versa. Hey, I really like you. I would like to take you out. You know, that could be where this unspoken desire and the silence is coming from. But in divine timing, somebody gonna talk. Okay. They got secret desires. And when lightning strikes, reminds me so much of divine timing. When lightning strikes, dismantle outdated ways of being to get a fresh start. Is this what you need, Gemini? A tower moment so that you can put all the stuff in the past, heal from whatever you experienced previously, or maybe it's this person, okay, that could have gotten hurt in the past and still holding on to those feelings or those thoughts or whatever. It's time to dismantle all of that. It's time for a fresh start. 2026 is a number 1 year. This is the beginning of a 10-year cycle, and this is year 1. Okay? This is about new beginnings and fresh starts. Okay? So, but we need to get rid of this turbulence, healing unresolved conflicts. There could be conflicts within yourself as well, gems. Okay? All right. All right. So, with that being said, I asked Spirit, what are some of the shadow aspects of this connection for our Geminis? And here's what we got. 2 different decks. I just put them together. Somebody may be unavailable right now. Somebody could be in another situation. This is you're chasing someone unavailable, or you are the one who is running away. So which one is it, Jim? Are you running away from love because of what you've experienced previously? Or it could be this person. This person might be with somebody else as well. Fear of touch. You don't trust touch. Take small steps until you feel comfortable with others. So some of us have gone through some traumatic past situations, right? That could really affect future or current relationships. Some of you may be seeking perfection, and there is no perfection. You take the good, the bad, and the ugly. Okay? For sure. We don't want to go down that rabbit hole of thinking that everything has to be perfect, that our mate needs to go, we need to go through this checklist and they have to check every box, or you need to check every box for them. No, we're not going down that rabbit hole. Everyone is perfectly imperfect. How about that? And you have to take the good, the bad, and the ugly. Gems. It's so funny. I'm going to tell you a little quick story. I started dating somebody a few years ago, and they actually moved here from Florida to Atlanta to be with me. And this person had a lot of unhealed trauma from childhood. I do as well. The difference is that if you don't do the work, if you don't dig deep, if you don't resolve and heal, then guess what? You're going to keep repeating negative types of behaviors and thoughts and actions. It doesn't matter what relationship you're in. You're going to continue to do the same old things that you've done before, because you're really operating off of trauma, out of trauma. Let me get you before you get me. Let me hurt you before you hurt me. Now, mind you, when I first started dating this person was at least 40 or 50 pounds overweight. Okay? But I liked them as a person, and I thought to myself, I'm not crazy about the weight, but you know what? Weight is something that can be worked on. Being stupid is not. If you're stupid, you're just stupid. Okay? But weight can be worked on and lost. Okay? So, but after they moved here from Florida, after we had been together for a while, I had gained a few pounds, and that person had the audacity to tell me that they were no longer attracted to me because I had gained a few pounds. And I had to kindly, or maybe not so kindly, remind them, dude, you were at literally 50 pounds overweight when I first met you, but you know, love goes deeper than just the physical. But you're showing me how real shallow how you are, because you're telling me, he basically told me that, well, I cheated on you because you had gained a few pounds and I didn't find you physically attractive anymore. Instead of having that conversation with me, instead of saying, hey babe, when you come off work today, let's go to the gym, let's go walk, let's go do this. No, they operate off of trauma, and the first thing that they do is, you know, is be disrespectful, because that's probably how they've always been. Okay, so I'm just saying, we ain't going down that rabbit hole. There is no perfection. We are perfectly imperfect. Okay, somebody has a secret past. Somebody has a secret past. We all have a past, but somebody has something that they're keeping secret. They're not talking about it. There's silence here. And we keep seeing all of these messages pertaining to that. Secret desires, unspoken, the unspoken card, and the silence card. And then lastly, we've got grieving. Okay? So this could be somebody in this equation is actually grieving a loss. And sometimes when we're grieving a loss, that sadness can sometimes interfere in our connections. This could also be that if you are separated from this person, Gemini, that You know, breaking up, you go through the same type of grief that you do when somebody dies. It's a loss. All right, it's a loss that should be and needs to be grieved, right? So, all right. What else do we have here, Spirit, that we can glean from this reading? So what are some of the epiphanies that our Jimmy Jams need to have now and over the next few weeks? I just say few weeks. Everything happens in divine timing. There is no time in the spirit realm, okay? But what sort of epiphanies do our Geminis who are talking to somebody in a relationship, in a connection, what do they need to know and see? I've got somebody's caught up in their emotions. Somebody's caught up in their emotions. Somebody needs to go through the dark night of the soul. The dark night of the soul, like I was saying, is doing the work. If you know that you have unresolved hurt, pain, resentment, trauma, whatever it is your due diligence as an adult to address that shit so you can be as whole as humanly possible. And you don't inflict all of that whatever muck and mire onto other people. Do the work. That's what this is saying. And I've got devotion, hopelessly devoted to you. It looks like this couple is in wedding gear. It looks like they're getting married, Gemini. Who's hopelessly devoted to you? Who's hopelessly devoted to you? I've got, and at the bottom of the deck that we just looked at, I've got cuts both ways. Cuts both ways, and somebody may have had a roving eye. Remember? I said, talking to you about the cheating person. Okay. Alright. Not the way to solve problems. That's the punk ass way to solve problems, right? To hurt and disrespect other people. Alright. So we are going to be using the romance cards, and I'm going to clarify these romance cards that come out for you with the tarot, okay? Alright, so I want to show you what came upright is you're going to, if you haven't met this person already, it's a perfect match. Like, I don't even know if I need to even do a singles reading because some of these messages do cross over to our single gems by giving them a heads up, by giving them some cautionary messages. But you're going to meet your perfect match if you haven't already. And guess what? Remember we saw this couple here? Somebody hopelessly devoted to you. If you haven't met this person, you will meet this person. And they're getting married, or they've got wedding gear on, and there's the honeymoon card. I can't make it up. And I believe in your last love reading, Gemini, there was talk of wedding and a honeymoon as well. You're going to fall in love this year. You're going to meet the person who is a perfect match for you. Alright? And you may actually get married. You may actually get married. This has come out way too many times over the last few weeks, last month or so, for me not to take this seriously. And then the cards that came in the crossing cards. Crossing cards for me could be that maybe there's an obstacle here that's hard to get over, or this is very, very strong energy that you need to pay attention to. All right, I've got self-love is very important. I mentioned doing the work, and this is what this means. If you doing the work so that you can be as whole of a person as possible, so that you genuinely love yourself first and foremost. If you don't love yourself first, it's going to be so hard for you to give to another person, honestly. So self-love, and that's in the crossing. Maybe it's difficult for you to practice self-love. Maybe this is an obstacle for you. Or this is a very strong message from Spirit saying, hey, And I've got soulmate. I'm telling you, Gemini, you're going to meet the person that literally sweeps you off your feet. Whatever happened in the past, you're not even going to remember that shit after a while. All right, especially if you're a Gemini who's doing the work. Yeah, soulmate is coming. Soulmate is coming. All right, Spirit. Now, before we get into the tarot deck, I wanted to show you the two major arcana cards that came out for you. The first one is Chariot. All right, Chariot. This is Cancerian energy, and just that watery energy. There's a lot of water energy the first part of 2026, that we have dealt with, and we still will continue to have that hot and heavy. But the Chariot, you being determined to go in the direction that you want and need and desire to go in. Okay? This could also be you traveling. If you are dating somebody and you live long distance, this could be, you traveling to go see them traveling to come see you. Alright? But the Emperor drives the Chariot. Aries season. So don't forget that this is somebody who's bold and unafraid to make a change in your life. And then we got the World. The World. Something's coming to a completion. And, as the world turns, completion, there's some successes thrown in there. Yeah, but this could be also the end of a chapter for something in your life, Geminis, and the brand new start of new beginnings and new chapters. I love it. I love it. You are the captain of your own domain with this Chariot card. You are the captain of your own ship, okay? All right, or your own chariot. Okay, so, Spirit. This is for Gemini now, and let's just say the next few weeks, Spirit. What are these love cards on the table? We've got Perfect Match, Honeymoon, Self-Love, and Soulmate, Spirit. Alright, so what is this Perfect Match? What are these cards mean for Gemini? Let's go ahead and... Okay. What's the energy that they do not see? High Priestess. She's been coming out a lot, but the High Priestess she does not make a move yet and until she taps into her intuition, until she speaks to Spirit first, okay? So intuition is a very big thing here. Alright, what's this Perfect Match card for Gemini? Gemini, what's this perfect match for Gemini? Ten of Swords. You're going to be putting an end to whatever this painful cycle is. Okay? After, well, maybe not after, but I feel as if you are going to find this perfect match once you have done the work. Once you have healed your heart and laid this Ten of Swords down. This is, could have been the last 10-year cycle of loss, pain, disappointment. Okay? Alright. Can I get one more? What is this Ten of Swords for this perfect match for Gemini? Yeah, you're going to meet this King of Wands. Somebody who's successful, somebody who's a true leader, could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, somebody who's a go-getter, yeah, but his back is turned, and there is no gender in tarot, okay? I'm just saying him because it's a king, so use it however you want, alright? But this King of Wands has his back turned, so I feel like you may not have even met this person yet. Remember, we saw that there's in the cards previously that there were unspoken words and there was silence, and something happening in divine timing. Maybe you have not even met this person yet, but he's coming. Oh, but he's coming. Four of Wands, happy home, stability, feeling secure and safe with this person. Wedding. This is a wedding marriage card here, Gemini, if you didn't know. Alright, well, what is this honeymoon? Since we're talking about weddings, what is this honeymoon card for our Geminis? Can you clarify this honeymoon card for Gemini? Whether they're booed up or single, because at this juncture, it really doesn't matter. So the Ten of Pentacles came out first. Yeah, lucrative. An investment. Okay? This person could come from old money or, you know, a lineage where there's abundance here. But the Ten of Pentacles, this is a beautiful this is fulfillment and good fortune. All right, and then the next card that came out for you, Gems, King of Pentacles. Oh my God! Ah! Taurus energy. Oh my God! Could be Capricorn energy as well, but wow, hold on. Gemini, not only are you going to be meeting a King of Wands, somebody who's passionate, a go-getter, successful, a leader, but also somebody who got the bag. You just haven't met this person yet, because here's another king who has their back turned. In any other tarot deck, the king is looking straight at you. This is somebody you have not met yet, Gems. Whoa! Okay. Oh! And on the bottom is the Ace of Pentacles. Wish fulfillment. This is like the ultimate in prosperity. A new opportunity of abundance. Okay? Whoa. Alright, what is this self-love for Gemini? What do you mean by this self-love, Spirit? What is this self-love? Two of Pentacles, so you can become more balanced. Not all over the place, okay? Yeah, this is balance, finding balance and harmony. Normally when you see the Two of Pentacles, one coin is up and one is down. But as you can see, like the scales of justice, there's balance here. I love it. And this card is the Queen of Swords. Gemini, that's you. Queen of Swords, no nonsense. Straight and to the point. Is transparent and requires transparency when dealing with people. Okay? Yeah. So, I like it. And Queen of Swords, be honest with yourself. This is under the self-love card. Alright, be honest with yourself and do the work so that you can heal. What's on the bottom? Well, we saw the Ace of Pentacles. Alright, so soulmate, last card. What is the soulmate card for Whoa. Two of Cups in the reverse. Well, we have a Two of Cups in the reverse. This is one of my favorite cards. I hate seeing this. But this could be some form of disharmony or separation. Okay. This could also be the card of you haven't even met your Two of Cups yet. They haven't even come around yet. You know what I mean? So in a sense, there is a separation because you haven't met yet. Alright. What is this Two of Cups in the reverse for soulmate, Holy Spirit, for Gemini? What is this? Oh, okay. What is this? Nine of Cups. Yes. Wish fulfillment. Yes. Wow. Okay, I'm getting a message. Alright, the Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. You know what I mean? And honestly, for me, it's all about finding that fulfillment within yourself first and foremost. Just like we saw the self-love card, right? It's the same thing. Finding out all the things that you love, especially about yourself, and this is you being fulfilled even if it's by yourself, Gemini. Finding the things that you love to do, that really fulfill your heart, that bring you joy, that bring you happiness. That's what that's about. I honestly feel like this Two of Cups is in the reverse because either you haven't met each other yet, right, or there is a separation. But I feel like this is not going to turn right side up until you do the work, until you figure out what fulfills you, Gemini, what makes you happy. Okay? You know, it's an inside job. It's an inside job. And then once that occurs, I really feel like this soulmate situation is going to come to fruition in divine timing. Okay? Oh, Ace of Wands, another ace. Look at this. A passion, inspired passion. What are you manifesting here, Gems? You are manifesting this soulmate some kind of way, even if you're not even thinking about it. But by doing the work on yourself, by becoming a better version of yourself, it's like that law of attraction energy. You're calling in, you're manifesting something new, a new passionate opportunity between you and another person. Ooh, I love it. Six of Wands, success and victory. Success and victory with the Six of Wands. Yeah. Page of Swords, you know, you might be getting a message. You might be having a conversation with this person shortly. You know what I mean? Pages, it's a brand new thing. And this could also, Page of Swords could also be, maybe you're watching each other from afar, but you haven't, you know, you see each other's social media and stuff like that, but maybe you just haven't, like, gotten together yet or spoken, or it could be a secret crush, right? Oh, and finally we have a Chariot. And let me tell you, this is the third Chariot that I have seen. Wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute. Yeah, hold on. Okay, so when I was shuffling the Major Arcana decks, I did see this Chariot card in one of those decks. Here's another Chariot card, and then here is the other Chariot card. So things will be moving for you. You're going in a new direction, being very determined, probably very determined to heal yourself and do the work, and everything else is going to fall into place. You're going to find the love of your life and more than likely get married. It doesn't matter what age you are, Gemini. This is coming for you. This is coming for you, boo. Okay, are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? All right. Wow, I love it. I feel like I need to give you like a closing card, but I don't know what. Should I give you a universal message? Let me see. Let's do a universal message for Gemini. Spirit, all right. All right, one universal message for Gemini, please and thank you, Spirit. This one wanted to turn over. It says, focus on what is important to you, Gemini. Don't give your time or energy to your worries, as this would only amplify them. Focus on what matters to you most. With every thought, you are creating your future. Yeah, you're manifesting, Gems. You're manifesting exactly what it is that you want, need, and desire. What's going to fill those cups up? That's what you're manifesting. I love it. I love it. Congratulations, Gemini. You guys are awesome. And I'm not saying that just because I am a Gemini, but you guys are awesome. Mwah. Let me know if that resonates. I love you guys. Peace.